Welcome to AnimEighties, a retro anime review comedy podcast. These episodes contain spoilers and adult language, so stick around if you're cool like that. Hello, retro anime fans. My name is Mackenzie, joined by my lovely co-host Lindsay.
Hello.
Oh, so lovingly.
Hello.
What was that? Was that supposed to be sultry?
Yeah, I think it was.
Hello, darlings.
Ooh. Hi.
Anyways, I want your opinion on something, Lindsay.
Okay, I love giving my opinion. Hit me.
I want your opinion on some anime genres and themes.
Oh, man. All right.
Starting with slice of life.
Oh, I like slice of life. It just makes you feel happy. Unless it's, you introducing me to Promised Neverland and saying it's a slice of life, and then me not believing you, and then finding out, it's not a slice of life.
Yeah, I love slice of life. It's one of my favorite genres. It's in my top 5.
Yeah, it's nice to just have something fluffy that you can turn your brain off for.
What about romance?
Depends on the romance. I don't tend to be a romance kind of person.
Just has to be boy love.
Shut up, yes. I don't know. Romance, they're fine.
What about comedy anime?
Again, British comedy, yes. Comedy anime, it's very I don't have high hope, but again,
We've watched a lot of good ones.
We have. I don't know. I feel like I have a very certain sense of humor that sometimes doesn't translate.
All right.
In anime.
What about time travel?
Again, Doctor Who, sure, depending on the season and who's the lead for that one, maybe. But yeah, time travel can be interesting. Oh no. What is this that we're watching? Is it all of these genres?
No, I'm
okay.
Not done asking your opinions here, Lindsay.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Next one is supernatural/ghost anime.
Okay, you know that I love supernaturals and ghosts stories, so obviously this is top tier for me.
Yeah, that's fair. And then the final genre, the ever controversial ecchi.
Fuck off. Hate it.
You can't say that because you loved Golden Boy.
I didn't love Golden Boy.
You liked Golden Boy.
Golden Boy was good, but no. I'm sorry. A broken clock is still right twice a day.
Well, Lindsay, if you had to pick one of those genres to watch today, which would you prefer?
I hate this because I feel like you're very much leading the witness. Because you're like, oh, what about this? What about this? What about this exact thing that you love?
Which one? Which one would you prefer?
Don't know, because you're gonna, so help me, if I pick supernatural and ghost shit and you give me some stupid fan servicey thing about a person who fucks a ghost or something, I'm gonna be so mad.
Ooh, it's ideas for next episode.
I hate you.
But which one? Come on, Lindsay. Tell me the anime genre you want.
Fine, you know what? We're gonna go for supernatural ghost shit.
Okay, well, I should have expected that you'd pick that, which is good, because that's what I have selected already this week. But there's more to this. From that list, I want you to pick a secondary genre to go along with supernatural. You're building your anime.
No. This isn't. No, you don't get to say that. I'm not taking any responsibility for what I have to watch this week.
Pick a second genre.
Romance.
Supernatural ghost romance.
You don't have anything, do you?
No, I do.
Oh,
I feel like I've accidentally saved my notes in our shared drive and you're fucking cheating.
No, we are not.
What I fucking chose. Okay, fuck it. Pick your third genre. And I swear to fuck if it's the matching for what I've chosen this week, I'm gonna be.
I will send you a picture of my screens right now. Hang on.
No. I believe you. It's fine.
Do you believe me?
Yes. Give me a third genre.
Time travel. I'm basically trying to pick Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, I guess.
I'm so fucking mad.
Oh. Oh no. What is it? I'm sending you a picture of my desktop so you know that I'm not.
I feel like I should give you a fucking prize.
I mean, you can still give me a prize. It can just be a not terrible anime.
Fine. You know what? Fuck it. I will do exactly that.
Oh no.
Your prize is that you get to pick 3 more genres to add to this week's series.
How? Is it just all going to be ecchi, slice of life, comedy, time travel, supernatural? Is it just all the things?
That's right, Lindsay.
Oh no.
This week we're watching a supernatural slice of life time travel romance anime with just a hint of ecchi. And I mean just a little hint. It's not like Aika in any way.
Okay, fine. Your little giggle, I want to slap you.
I had you believing that you actually guessed all the right things. Oh, that brings me
Listen.
so much joy.
I'm gonna punch you next time I see you.
I know. You're in charge of April Fools. I'm just slowly digging my own grave.
You
Fuck
truly
it.
are.
Worth it.
I mean, I have told people and they are very excited.
Oh, great. Now that you know all of this stuff, can you give me a guess on what you think this week's series is about?
A woman buys a lighthouse and she sends a letter or she gets a letter from a mailbox and it's from some guy from a different time period. And then she's like, oh, how romantic. And so she falls in love with him and they send messages back and forth through this time traveling portal mailbox.
What about the comedy?
No, he farts in the mailbox one time.
And the ecchi? Sends an old wiener photograph?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I don't know. I literally just, I think, described the plot of The Lighthouse. From like not the one that was Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, the one with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
No, this week, Lindsay, we are not watching The Lighthouse.
Okay.
We are watching a relatively unknown anime from 2000. Although it looks like an early 90s, and I truly thought it was a 90s series. So I was like, I'm going to say fuck it to the 2000s for the next month or two. I'm just going to do all like 80s and 90s. And then I was like, oh, it's fucking 2000.
I know.
It blew my mind when I realized this the other day because it looks way older than that. Oh, well. But anyways. The 2000 anime adaptation of the 90s manga by Toshiki Yui called Kirara.
Okay.
Kirara.
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 Okay.
Kirara.
Kirara.
This anime is about Kirara and Kanpei, who are teenage friends who grow up and eventually get engaged in their adult lives.
Okay.
But tragedy strikes and Kirara gets killed on her wedding day driving to her wedding.
That doesn't sound suspicious.
However, instead of moving on, she asks God to let her see her fiancé again.
Oh no.
And comes back as a ghost.
Okay.
Except it's 8 years in the past.
What?
When Kanpei's a teenager.
Oh. So they get to see themselves fall in love?
She can swap bodies with her younger self.
Oh.
But she also just likes to cause a whole bunch of chaos in poor Kanpei's life. Because she and Kanpei had feelings for each other as teenagers, but they didn't express these feelings until they were adults, and she feels they missed out on a bunch of time together. So she's trying to like help her younger self express these feelings while also being a very troublesome ghost.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm liking this.
This is oddly wholesome.
Okay. Perfect.
Even the main guy isn't lecherous. It's the ghost. It's Kiara's ghost. Because she sees her young husband and she still loves the guy. She remembers him when he's younger, so she's always trying to flirt with him even as an adult ghost, which is a little weird, but it's a little more understandable for this case.
Yeah, in this context, I'm willing to let it slide.
It is, it's a supernatural slice of life, romance, comedy, anime, time travel with some minor ecchi elements, and honestly, it sounds so fucking dumb, but in this short 35-minute package, it's actually pretty fun.
It's only 35 minutes?
Yeah, it's wholesome.
Oh, I love it.
It's short. It's got Ghostbusters style action. It's got some lingerie here and there.
Ooh.
It's a good time. I've had this in my pocket for quite a long time, and I just never was like, I don't know. I was like, fuck it. We're doing it now, baby.
We ballin'.
It's honestly, anyone who like reads the description and sees that many genres is like, what?
I was like, what is going on? You were kind of good for bringing things to this podcast that are very short and very good, but only got a tiny, tiny little special and should have gotten more. So I guess I'm not super worried.
There's also a little twist about the ghost.
Okay.
It can act as a ghost, but everyone can see it.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Which means when it floats up to him in her underwear, his current girlfriend at this age can see it.
Oh, no. Well, I'm interested to see how that causes trouble, because that's very interesting, because normally it's a fresh take on like ghost stories, I guess.
Yeah. This is a photo of the ghost and her younger self.
Oh, this is fun. I like this.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this.
All right, Lindsay, we're going to go watch the short OVA Kirara, and we will be right back.
Woo.
This episode is sponsored, but this is Patreon, so fuck them ads. If you want to check out some info on it, it's in the description. Yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to make you listen to a 2-minute long ad read like everybody else. And we're back from watching Kirara. Now, Lindsay, was Kirara a hauntingly good supernatural slice-of-life time travel love story with a bit of ecchi, or did it leave you feeling you were looking at your much older, more wrinkly self in the mirror?
I was like, or is it dumb? Because it's dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
They have 38 minutes and I don't know what they do with it, but they don't make a solid plot. There's no stakes. There's barely any character development. What are we as viewers supposed to learn from this? It's not a beautiful love story. There's bad animation. It's so dumb.
But it's fun.
Is it?
Wow, you really didn't like it.
You know what there is? Boobies.
Well, okay, yes.
The boobies have more attention than the actual love story. They're like, okay, cool, yeah, sure, these two have to develop, whatever, but boobies. And we're also going to put everybody in bikini cut panties just all the time, because why the fuck not?
Not all the time.
Sorry, 90% of the time we're going to put
one character was in one once.
Okay, the one character, but in 2 different timelines or whatever.
Well, okay, yeah, but the other one's an adult, so it's fine.
But the other one is not an adult.
Yeah, but they're just chilling in a tank top and underwear going to bed. Not like it's done in a weird way.
I mean, she does wear, her bathing suit is exactly the same thing, just a different color.
Well, oh well.
Yeah, I don't know. If you things with not a lot of plot, but a lot of fan service, this could be for you. I don't know.
I thought you'd find it kind of cute and charming.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't hate this. This is meh, bad. It's not awful, but it's not great.
Look, you're not wrong. There's not a lot of plot. Look, they got 38 minutes, okay?
Was it platatas? They have platatas.
Yes, they got platatas. But look, I don't know. For some reason, I find it just fun and charming.
I disagree, but that's fine. I don't know. I don't understand why she came back from the dead. Because it's not to wingman herself into liking this guy, because she does a terrible job at that. What is the point of her not going on to the afterlife?
That was her goal. She literally asks God to go back in time to see her. So here's my thing.
Okay.
She asks God to go back in time to see her husband back when they were teenagers, because she felt they didn't get enough time, yada, yada, yada.
They had 8 years.
No. Before they met each other. She wanted more, they had feelings for so many years. They weren't together for 8 years. They were only together for 3 or 4 years, but she wanted them to express the feelings they had as teenagers when they were teenagers. I think she expected to come back into her teenage body 100%.
Okay.
But instead she came back as her adult self.
As a horny ghost.
She is a very horny ghost.
Jeez, holy shit. She's like, I just want to go back in time and jump my fiance's teenage bones.
Now the question is it's weird, right?
It's very weird.
That I will admit, that's a little weird.
It's a lot weird.
Yeah, I get you've known them that whole time and technically you're married, but
But technically they haven't known you that whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, now, it's weird.
You said you didn't like the art.
No, it feels very... Ugh.
It's very basic, but I like the faces.
Really? I thought the eyes were too close together.
I don't know what it is, because often I hate kind of this style, but for some reason I really like the faces in this.
Interesting.
I don't know why. Usually I'd complain about something like that.
I would say, is it because they just look different than normal? They have at least some style, a stylistic
kind of, yeah.
difference?
They're a bit of a stylistic difference, yeah. Now, I would say check out some of the author's other manga work, but don't, because 90% of it is pretty much hentai.
Is it pervy? Yep. Okay. That makes sense.
Titles like Wingding Orgy, My Sister Plus.
No.
Etc. etc.
Arrested.
However,
sorry. All I just thought was, oh no, stepbrother, what are you doing? That's what all those titles made me think of.
Some of the descriptions I read for them weren't all like that. They were sexy, but they weren't sibling based per se.
Okay, just sister and sister plus.
If anyone's happened to read any of those, let us know in the comments.
Oh man, yep.
But I do like that Kanpei is not a lecherous character.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like that he's not lecherous.
He's just confused and wants to be left the fuck alone by this adult-ass ghost.
Right? Who's just kind of sexually assaulting him and her younger self?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, my favorite character is young Kirara.
Oh, she's cool.
Because she's just like a sassy little shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hiding her feelings away, and teen me can relate.
Yeah, me and this guy that Jesus told me I was going to marry when I was 19, we did the stereotypical like church flirting thing of not talking to each other about our feelings for 8 years. So that's fun.
Hey, at least you didn't get married, or at least you didn't get killed on the way to marry him and then have to go back as a ghost to flirt with his younger self.
To Christian camp and flirt with him there.
Just be glad that didn't happen.
Oh, don't make me go back to Christian camp.
Look, also, 95% of the ecchi is all on the adult Kirara, which could have been completely different.
Yeah, I like that is like, we're like, yay, that's so awesome. I'm like, that shouldn't, why is that a good job? Like, I don't know. It's
because looking at this creator's other work, good job, creator.
It's such a low bar.
I know. I'm just surprised you didn't like this at all. It's dumb. The story's quick, but it's just like a silly, fun little flirty, silly genre mixing bullcrap.
It's just it's dumb nothing.
Well, let's let the people understand why you're saying this by jumping into it's episode 1, but it's only one episode.
Yeah, there's only one episode. This is 30 some minutes. It's fine.
Well, credits 35.
Yeah, with credits 38. So, thank you that it's not super long. I'm not wasting an hour and a half of my time after work watching this. Yeah. No. So I don't know. We open on like a montage of our protagonists and them kind of like crossing paths and blah, blah, blah. So we can like see them in each other's atmospheres and things like that. And then we get the like scene of the girl Kirara dying on her way to her wedding because she's distracted driving. So it shows them slowly falling in love after being friends. But I love that she's driving herself to her own wedding already in her dress. Yep. I was like, you couldn't get someone else? Couldn't get like a driver?
It's also the most casual car accident. The truck driver's just looking at her as he like drives over on top of her.
But there's like so much blood.
I know.
Like she was apparently strawberry jam.
Yeah, it's a weird scene.
It's very again, nothing makes sense in this fucking show. But yeah, so then we get to, the quote unquote mod present day of our plot line and just boobs. She is fully naked. He's clothed, but she's fully naked ghost. So
she doesn't know she's a ghost yet.
But she has to. How does she I don't know. I think she still does.
No, because she's like, he like wakes up beside her and like freaks the fuck out because there's a naked girl in his bed.
I guess.
And she's like, what are you talking about? We're married. Why are you being so dumb?
And she's like, I'm Kirara. And I was Kirara.
Yes. And then he like falls through her and they're like, oh shit.
Yep. And he's like, you look nothing like her. Here's a picture of her that I have. Just like as a bookmark.
You fucking liar. You said you never had a picture of me.
Yep. Oh my gosh. And that becomes a whole plot point later on.
Yeah. But this is where they're both like, oh, you know what? I guess I am older and a ghost.
Yeah.
No one is reacting to this ghost thing like they should.
You really should. You should be having a more of a, visceral reaction than just like, oh, like hers
should be, I should stop trying to sleep with my husband.
Who is a child.
Yeah. And his is pretty sound, being like, look, girl, we're not married yet. I don't know you. Stop following me around in your underwear.
Right. Like very, very logical. Anyways, so we end up going to school. We learn out. Nope. We do some learning. And turns out Kanpei is not doing well. He's getting C's and D's. So he gets scolded by a teacher. So that sucks. And then later there's sodas with a live Kirara. What?
I love that she follows him to school in ghost mode, wearing the absolute most not school-friendly outfit.
What? A G-string isn't
No, not that one. It was like a negligee and tights.
Oh, you're right. Yep. Oh, yeah. It's gradually throughout the movie, I think she doesn't start wearing more clothes because then...
At times she does, but usually she's just in her underwear.
Yeah, she's in lingerie.
But you know what? Congrats, Kanpei. Kirara grew up to be a baddie. Bro's got to be happy, you know?
I guess so.
But she's also just like floating through the school like Lum, just like casually just hugging her legs.
I know. That was really cute. There you go. I said one good thing. Oh, man. Well, yeah. So after school, he and Alive, Kirara, and Amy, I think her name is, which is a friend, they all gather for sodas and chatting, and they like bicker over whether or not he has a picture of her or not. And he's like, no, I don't. She's like, yes, you do. I don't know. But then the ghost version shows up.
It's not his friend. Amy's his girlfriend.
No, she likes him.
No, they're dating.
Are they? I didn't get that.
Yes.
I thought it was like she's Kiara's... Good Lord. Kirara is like her friend and she has a crush on Kanpei. And so it's felt like Kirara was trying to like wingman her friend Amy.
Nope, they're already dating. That's why she gets so mad at him over this. Because like they're discussing going to the swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirara's like, oh, you know, I don't want to get in the way of you two while you're there. And she goes, excuse me, I love both of you equally, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to ditch you for him. They're a couple. That's why she's so feeling weird about having a crush on him and not wanting to share it.
I thought they were just like bashful kids who don't like sharing their feelings.
Nah, they're a couple.
Oh, weird. Wouldn't have been able to tell.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure they're a couple.
Oh, well, it's fine. But yeah, so I don't know, on this little date thing, ghost version shows up and says like, don't worry, it wasn't a good picture anyway, girl.
Just comes out of fucking nowhere.
Right? I was like, you need to like not do that. You need to prep people. Humans aren't used to ghosts just showing up anywhere.
Well, Kirara sees her as a normal full person.
Yeah.
And she's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you clinging on to this guy? She calls him a pervert because she's dating her friend, and that's why she grabs her friend and storms out, being like, this guy's a jackass, let's go.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, she orders a slice of cake, but then leaves, and I was like, girl, but your cake.
I know, I thought the same thing.
Please stay for your strawberry shortcake.
But I like that Amy's like, why is that girl see-through? Really confused why, like, because she doesn't really, like, she's like, why are you pulling me out of here? What's going on?
But yeah, Ghost Kirara and Kanpei go on a date, I guess, to the beach.
He doesn't want to.
No.
I would say.
Here's my thing. How does the ghost leave footprints in the sand?
Well, because she can touch stuff still, too.
But she's no.
She can go corporeal.
Corporeal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she can go incorporeal.
I don't know. It was weird. I was like, why is she leaving foot? She's still floating and stuff. Why is she? I don't know. Felt weird to me. I don't like it.
Look, we're trying to mix 7 genres into one show, okay?
We're gonna have to suspend our belief a little bit. Oh man. Yep. So later that night, Kanpei is on the phone with Kirara and they bicker about who the girl was, and he's like trying to convince her that like, she's not my girlfriend. I don't know who she is. Blah 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 blah. And they're like bickering about it. She's like, bah, and hangs up on him. And so Ghost Girl is like, well, I gotta go fix this shit. So she goes over. Real life Kirara just passes out from seeing a ghost.
That is now finally an appropriate response.
Right?
To a ghost coming through the floor.
Oh man. So she like wakes her up and reveals that like, hey girl, I'm you from 8 years from now, but I'm also dead, which is kind of a big truth, like a big bomb to just drop on someone. And I don't know, she like spends time like trying to convince her like, no, I'm really you, blah, blah, blah. And then the way that she convinces her is by like blowing on her ear or something, because then it just like arouses her and makes her swoon.
If you're doing the whole prove you're me thing and someone's like, okay, I'm going to do the thing that you've never told anyone because you've never had anyone else do it to you before, you're going to be like, oh, that's pretty intimate. How did you know that? wasn't meant to be done as like a sexy thing per se.
I was going to say,
it's obviously meant to be a sexy thing, but she's not doing it as a sexy thing for her younger self. As the viewers, because like she does it back to her to be like, you pervert, when she like falls over.
Mm-hmm.
But I do also love that when she's passed out, she's looking at her. They're like positioning it like she's going to like kiss her or something. And she's like looking at her neck and you're like, oh, this is about to get weird. And then she's like, damn, I used to have youthful skin.
Which I'm like, you're what, 25? Shut up. Man. Also, I was just like, this girl learning that she dies in 8 years takes it really well.
I don't think she believes it yet still.
But there's a ghost literally standing in front of her.
Yeah.
Like, does she just think it's like a trickster or something?
Maybe. But I mean, like, here's the weird thing. Kirara is really playing with fate here because she's telling her younger self all of this stuff. We're married to Kanpei. We're going to die. We're doing all of this. That might fuck up the future.
Yeah, change a lot of things.
Like, I'd love to go back and talk to on a younger me and slap him around and just like deliver some like based knowledge to them. But like, that just might end up completely fucking up your future when you get back.
It's true. Change everything. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I also giggled at the line where she's like, by the time I realized my feelings, it was too late. And I'm like, bro, weren't you on your way to your wedding? Like,
yeah, okay. Again, I'm not saying this is good. I just think it's kind of cute and charming. The whole thing is that she wants more time with him because if her death is an inevitability, then if they fall in love sooner, she gets more time.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But it was just funny in the moment.
Is she good at wingmanning herself? No.
Absolutely not.
Not at fucking all.
Holy moly.
Terrible.
Like, just grab her by the face and be like, go fall in love with this boy because it's worth it.
She has one tactic she does in the next scene.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't see anything wrong with this. I don't know. Can you see anything wrong with this, Mac? She goes to Kanpei's house and you're like, oh, Kirara is like gonna go see, and like, they're gonna hang out, and then they start getting frisky and you're like, oh, I guess she took this like the ghost's things right to heart, and then she makes out with him. It turns out she's possessed. So just a salty little moment.
I had whiplash the first time I saw this because I was like, damn, girl changed her tone real fast.
Right?
And I love that he's like, wait a second, this isn't her.
You slipped me the tongue.
Yeah, we're teenagers. We don't do that.
I was like,
he's so innocent.
Yep. Man, it was weird. Yep.
So here's the question.
Okay.
And I'm not saying I agree with what I'm saying. I'm just asking as a theoretical here.
Okay.
Is the possession wrong? Can you consent for your own self?
No.
I fully agree because the younger you is a different person.
100%. Just because you're consenting in what, like, also consent is a fluid thing that can be taken away at any point in time. It has to be given and taken like at the same, like, no. It's so inappropriate. This ghost just somehow assaults both people.
And then she's the worst fucking wingman because she's like, leaves the body and young Kirara is like, what the fuck just happened? And she's like, oh, we were doing it.
Yep. Girl, like, she doesn't even know where she is. Oh my gosh.
She's like, who the fuck am I? Like, what the fuck?
The show is so weird.
I know. But it's still charming for some reason for me.
Oh man. Yep. It's all great. Know. Yep. And then Amy shows up at the house, so that's also fun.
Also passes out seeing a ghost.
Yep. Anyways,
again,
next day.
Everyone else has better reactions than Kanpei did.
Yep, 100%. This is just also weird. But yeah, next day we have our swimming date.
No, hold on.
Oh, what?
Before we move on, there's also when they go to leave the house and both Kiraras are trying to clap back at each other and they're just insulting themselves, which is really funny to me. She's like, well, my younger body is smoother than yours, you old hag. And then a ghost Kirara's like, nah, it's flat and unattractive, you brat. He'd never want that gross thing. But they're just talking about them fucking selves.
I was like, is this self-hatred or is this bullying? Like, what is this?
Because you're like, okay, so the possession is wrong. But are you actually or is this just like, yeah, I don't know. It's fucking funny because I'm like, I get it though. If I saw old me and he was being a dick, I'd be like, look at you, you wrinkly old shit. Like,
oh man, it's crazy.
He's just yelling at a mirror.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. Oh man. But yeah, the next day we have our like quote unquote swim pool date, whatever. And Amy's on the train reading a book about ghosts. And she's like, yes, this is clearly an evil spirit. And she's like walking and she sees an exorcist on like the side of the walkway or whatever. And it's apparently a teacher from school. So she kind of blackmails him into helping her.
Little side gig doing like tarot readings or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, help me or I'll tell everybody, you bastard. I like how she's like so quickly is like, I need to kill this ghost.
Yeah, this ghost needs to be destroyed.
But the pool scene's cute.
It is cute. They just have like a fun little time, swimming, going in the lazy river, going down a water slide. They get a picture taken.
Yeah, and like Ghost Kirara is just having a time, picking out groceries for dinner, goes to a random person's wedding.
Yep. I was like, this is so strange. But yeah, later that night, Ghost Kirara.
Karoo-woo.
Kawoo.
Ghost woo-woo.
Oh my gosh. She cooks him dinner in lingerie and an apron.
Look, again, ignoring the current scene, you just know that adult Kanpei was very happy.
Yeah, absolutely. And then he goes to taste the food and it tastes like poison because I guess ghosts can't cook because they can't taste.
I do love that she's like, what's your honest opinion? He literally says poison.
Yeah.
But in like the nicest way possible. And honestly,
yeah,
I need that kind of bluntness in my life.
Yeah.
There are people when I'm like clothes shopping, I'll send a Snapchat to being like, does this look good? Because I know like you're one of them. You'll give me an honest response.
Yep.
I don't want someone that's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's pretty good when it looks like shit.
This cost of living is too high. I need to know if I should spend the money on this coat now or not.
I need to send you a photo and have you respond going, ew.
I don't do that. I say the proportion isn't right.
Sometimes you'll say ew.
Sometimes you deserve the ew.
Like, I jokingly sent you a photo of my mullet in like a baby ponytail.
Gross. Yes.
Saying, should I start rocking this?
And I went, no.
Disgusting. By the way, if everyone I sent that photo to, you are the only one that said no.
Well, I'm the only one of your friends who I'm the only one of your friends who has taste.
Wow. I'm not going to confirm or deny in case any of them listen to this podcast.
I'm the one who does this professionally.
Yeah. Look, what I'm saying is we'd all like someone to be making food for us in their underwear.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying so hard. Anyway.
Shit gets real dark real fast.
Yeah, Amy shows up with the exorcist and his assistant, and they just like throw, I almost said Punani. That's not his name. Kanpei. Kanapei, Punani, whatever the fuck his name is. Kanpei in like a binding circle or something. And they're like,
to protect him.
Yes. And they're like, if you leave this, you will die. And then they're like set up a bunch of like EMFs and shit to kind of track when she's going to be there. And they all hide. And then she shows up and they're like, get her.
It is a cute little chase scene, though.
It's so dumb.
But it's cute because she's just like floating around like Lum. It's very Urusei-like.
Yeah,
as everyone's trying to tag her, she just like happily floats around.
Oh, man. Yep. And then how does it finally get stuck to her? Oh, a live Kirara just blows in her ear, short-circuiting her, and then they slap it on her bare ass. So that's great. And they're like finally starting to exercise her, and she starts to disappear. And then Kanpei is like, no, stop, and like breaks out of the protection circle. And, he's like, no, I love you.
He doesn't say that.
No, I don't know. I just wrote, this is all dumb.
he's like, you don't deserve this. I'm sorry. Like, I can't, but then like her is like, shit, I probably shouldn't kill my already dead older self.
I was like, just let the ghost go to the afterlife. Jeez, people.
Regardless, they let her go.
Yep.
I will note, I did have to lower my volume during this part because when she's like being shocked and like sent to the shadow realm, those are not distressing moans.
Yeah, you're like, what is going on?
And you're like, whoa, volume down. Just had people move in beside me that have children.
Whatever. They have to learn about it sometime.
I'll just send them this anime.
Be like, this is what happens when you fall in love with someone and then die.
Yeah, they die and come back to haunt you.
Oh, man.
It's no longer the birds and the bees.
That's the thesis of this movie. Haunt your lovers if you die.
The end admittedly sucks.
Yeah, I was just saying, and then it ends.
So, okay, kind of. So they're on the beach at the exact same location where it started when they confessed their love to each other as adults.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing said about them actually starting to date. They're just kind of like talking about some stuff. And I know you weren't a big fan of this. I think it could have done with at least 1 or 2 more episodes.
I mean, I could maybe, just because you could potentially get into more of the relationship and develop that more.
Here's what I would have wanted. Okay. Have the ghost begin to fade as alive Kirara's feelings become more realized, as if like her purpose is being dealt with.
Yeah.
But then have Ghost Kirara have a panic attack and then try to break them up so that she doesn't fade away because she's worried about not existing anymore.
I think that's great.
Then that also causes her to start fading away, but faster. So she patches them up so that she can fade away, at least knowing they'll be together. Throw in some hijinks, some comedy, easy, done, great.
Well, that would have been a much better show.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we just get, 1 episode. Now, in the manga, she does start to struggle with like trying to reconcile her feelings and realizing she's stuck in basically a time loop with her death. And then she realizes that in order for her to be with him long term, she actually does have to let him go and let go of her attachment to her previous life. Because if she doesn't, she knows that she'll actually probably alter the course of destiny. And the final chapter of the series is literally her deciding to stop interfering and letting him move on with his life. We don't see what happens after that. It's just kind of like, hey, she's let go. Because the whole story is mostly about this, in the manga especially, is about like, hey, I'm really sad about dying and want to see my husband. Oh crap, I'm an adult ghost, but I'm still really in love with my husband, which again, I agree is weird. That's not what I think is good about this. Not that this is good, but not what I think is charming about this. And then like letting them go. And it's like, cool. Yeah. There's just a lot crammed into 1 episode.
I just didn't feel the love.
I
wasn't like, go, be
It's not actually
lovers.
A good romance per se.
No. I was like, what were so the genres you said were like ghost. So I guess they kind of did that.
Okay, so the genres I gave you exactly were slice of life.
I mean,
it is school life.
Yeah, I guess it did that fine.
Comedy.
No.
It's got comedic moments. Time travel.
Okay, yes, it does that.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
Ghosts. Supernatural.
Yeah.
Romance. Technically, because she's in love with him, and then both the 2 girls are also in love with him. It's just only one of them has said it.
Yeah,
there's romance in it, and then ecchi.
Yeah, it does that a lot.
The main guy isn't lecherous.
Is true.
It's a supernatural slice of life romance comedy that is dumb as it sounds, but for me at least, for 35 minutes, it's a silly little kind of wholesome watch. I don't know why I think it's a good watch. It's not good. I want to say, I'm not going to rank this like 7 or 8 or something.
8.7. Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. Like this is actually, what do you think it's rated?
Okay. So I would rank this like a 4.6.
Okay.
It's not great. I think that I feel like it is rated like a 5.54.
It is rated a 6.06.
Okay.
Which I think your rating, like your guess of like a 5.54 is a good rating. Even the 6.06 I think is a fine rating. I think 4 is a little low for it.
I think for me, it was just like, I will never watch this again, and I will never recommend this to anyone.
It's never meant to be. It was a weird ass. The whole reason I recommended this is because it's such a weird ass thing.
It is a very weird ass show.
Niche. No one's probably going to know about it and who listens to our podcast series. That just is like a weird, silly, I think it's silly, you don't, little show. I'm defending myself a lot in this one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I feel guilty for thinking it's not the worst thing ever for some reason. Why do I feel guilty?
Ooh, I don't know, Mackenzie. Maybe you do need to do some soul searching and figure out why you feel so guilty.
I don't know. Normally I would just say, fuck you. I like it.
Yeah, that's fine. You're totally allowed to.
I think it's because it's not good. It's like if I ever decided that Acro Bunch was good, I'd be like, it's shit, but like it's kind of fun. And I'd feel bad about that. And I don't know why.
Oh man. Well. Oh well. Yeah. No. And kind of concluding thoughts are, it's not great. I wouldn't recommend it.
But am I not wrong in saying that it doesn't feel like it's from 2000?
No, it feels older.
Like it feels like a 93, 94.
Yeah. Early 90s for sure.
It's super weird. I was so surprised when I found out that this was from 2000.
Oh man. Yeah, I have no idea.
Well,
oh yes, that is the final thought.
Well, if any of y'all do want to watch it, you can find it on the high seas for anime. That's linking at a URL you can use. But if you want to get more, we do have over 70 episodes of retro anime reviews, from popular stuff, unknown stuff like this, and all in between. We've also got a YouTube channel that we've been posting on pretty frequently, so make sure to check that out. If you'd like to get access to those YouTube videos or these podcast episodes without any ads like the ones that you heard today during the intermission, make sure to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/AnimEighties, where you'll get access to our Discord, the ad-free episodes and videos, bonus content that only gets posted there. You know, you get to help support the show so we can continue doing more cool stuff. So yeah, patreon.com/AnimEighties. One of those cool things we do is we like to read out our patrons. So we do want to give a shout out to our supporting characters and our retro cuties. Thank y'all so much. We love you.
Woo.
Keep on rocking in the free world and doot.
Okay, Nardwar.
I was hoping you'd get that reference.
Yes, I do now.
We've got our Chibi champions with Swamp Wizard chilling out there. Thank you so much for the support. Up next, we've got our Nostalgia Wizards, which I guess is also technically Nardwar. We've got Butler Rat, got the 3-room, 700 square foot apartment moving in April 1st. Well, Kiru looks to be taking longer, so Sephiroth will have to wait. Sweet. Thanks for the support. Yep. We'll love you. Very much so. Yeah, we'll catch you this Thursday for our last Neon Genesis Evangelion watch through episode.
Man, it's so crazy that we're at the end of it already. It's been so
like
long.
4 months or more.
We started in what, late September? Yep.
Something like that, yeah.
Yep.
oh, the places our minds have gone.
Oh gosh, they've been many places.
But yeah, make sure to check that on Thursday, or if it's, in the future, just go look at that anyways.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll catch you next week when Lindsay is hosting.
Woo, it's going to be a fun one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wrong episode.
I was being a ghost.
Oh, you sound like Dracula.
Oh, well, that's also because of the...
You sound like the pre-banter that's available on our Patreon.
Ooh, go listen to it.
Anyways, bye.
Good nerd.